The Happytime Murders is one of those movies that I genuinely question the existence of. Like, did this really need to happen? It was in development hell for so long, I don't know that it really needed to. But anyways, I've wrapped my head around this very important question for quite a few weeks now, and while I haven't really come to a consensus yet, it's pretty safe to say from other people and various critics that the results are polarizing, if not just completely negative. And I mean, this is a movie about puppets. I'm a cartoon reviewing lolcow that likes puppets, so let's dig in. This film takes place in a world where puppets coexist with humans, but are mostly looked down upon by society. Enter Phil Phillips, a disgraced ex-cop turned private eye who's tasked with solving the mystery of the Happytime murders. Basically, some jackass, some complete toolbag is going around and killing puppets. Like, why would you even do that? That's just wrong. So it's up to Phillips to reluctantly team up with his former partner, Officer Edwards, and solve the thrilling, exciting, actually, the case is pretty dull, but you get the point. I won't spoil the film here, but rest assured if you haven't seen it yet, The Happytime Murders is one of those movies you're really not missing much by not seeing. I hate having to say this, I really do, as I find the Jim Henson Company one of the most ambitious studios in all of modern media overall, but you really do get the entire joke from the trailer. All this movie is puppets doing crass and vulgar things, and while it can be funny from shock value alone, especially from Phil's reactions to it all, it's not enough to save a lousy script that's too afraid to amount to anything substantial. There's absolutely nothing to this movie story-wise. It's your basic cop comedy, just with puppets. I mean, look at a classic Henson production like The Muppet Movie. It has times to be hysterical and times to be beautiful. The Happytime Murders tries to be funny and at times does somewhat succeed, but with a predictable story with characters most of which you really don't get to know because they're all dying, this makes for a rather soulless slog that's just really disappointing for Henson standards. I will give it some credit though, as a Henson production the puppetry is great and the acting is good, it's just a shame they weren't put to better use. And at the end of the day, while The Happytime Murders isn't really a good movie at all, it definitely had to have been a fun movie to make. Jim Henson himself strived to make adult content throughout his life, with the Land of the Gorge segments from early SNL being the closest he really got. Brian Henson stepping up to the task and taking the helm for a film like this must have been an absolute dream, and while the results are incredibly rocky, I can respect the film at that level. I hope for more adult content from the Jim Henson Company. There's so much potential for something truly great to happen, it just takes a lot of work. I just hope they can finish the Fraggle Rock movie at some point. But in the meantime, The Happytime Murders is just bleh. I'm gonna go watch Bear in the Big Blue House. See you guys in another eternity when I make another video.